Good morning, guys. It's good to join you today. I wanted to share a verse with you out of Psalm 71. Actually, it's the first three verses where we read, "In you, O Lord, I put my trust. Let me never be put to shame. And deliver me in your righteousness. Cause me to escape and incline your ear to me. Save me, for you're my refuge and the one that I can resort to continually. You've given the commandment to save me. You're my rock and you're my fortress." There isn't really a introductory signature on this psalm. Most commentators believe, I do as well, that this was David's writing. It's got his fingerprints all over it. It isn't a very long psalm, 24 verses, but you learn very quickly that David wrote this psalm in his old age, still finding peace, still finding satisfaction in the trust that he has in the Lord, still willing to endure some of the besetting trials that he's facing even in the latter days of his life. One thing for sure, you're going to find difficulty in every part of your life, early on, middle age, older age. David seems to have faced the same kind of devils, the same kind of temptations, the same kind of opposition that you face when you first come to the Lord and become aware of the battles in which you fight. What David finds, or what we learn from David maybe more than anything else, is that David was really good at finding his peace in the Lord. In fact, if you go through these 24 verses, there are literally 50 other psalms that are quoted. David had a good memory. I grew up in the days when American Pie was a big song. There was a lot of words to it, 7 or 8 minutes. I could sing the whole thing to you still today. I won't do it. But I realized that the things that you learn early on in life can stay with you a long time. And so David, I think, as he began to grow in the Lord, he began to memorize God's word and hid it in his heart, so that even now, towards the end of his life, maybe he's not running on full measure. Those are the kind of things that still stick with him. So regardless of how old you are, here's one thing that you can do. Start learning God's word, hiding it in your heart. Do it today. Do it every day. Because one day when you get older and maybe you don't remember as much as you once did, what will come through is the things that you've grown up upon. And David's a pretty good example of that. Go back and read Psalm 71, 24 verses, and think about David, the old guy, really remembering all that God has done and what he's brought him through. And then you can look at some of the quotes, how he draws them from his different experiences at different places in his life. You can do the same thing. Build yourself up now for the things that are ahead. God bless you.